Are we up? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Off-Air Show. It's Felger, Big Jim Murray. The Off-Air Show is presented by the original light beer, Miller Lite. Legendary stories in the Off-Air Show start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Lite. Murray, what do you got?
Well, how was your golf game this morning? Was this your first real round of the year?
Up here, yeah. I'm playing in Florida, but
how'd you play?
I suck. Given how much I play, I suck.
Yeah.
I blow. Yeah.
Well, I have a question that I need an answer to, whether it's you or the people, if you want to weigh in on the YouTube comments. So, as you know, my wife and I have moved into a new place. It's been like 3 months now. And there is this almost Pavlovian response to my wife and I just moved into a new place with friends, even borderline acquaintances, that I don't remember ever asking this to anyone that's ever told me they've moved. And that is, yeah, my wife and I just moved into a new place. Yeah, that's awesome. When's the housewarming party? To which you're like, then put in a place, you're like, by the way, the answer is never. So now it's gone to a point as of the other day. I'll just tell you, it's never happening because I don't want to do it. My wife certainly doesn't want to do it. Our place is like our fortress of solitude. It's, you know, Darth Vader's little thing that he sits in Empire Strikes Back where he gets to be alone. I don't want anyone over. And unless we invite you over and it's like dinner, you know, my sister and her husband came over for Easter, but like I couldn't imagine a greater hell than having a party.
Like, oh, look at our living room.
Oh my God.
Look at the drapes we've just installed. Jazz just got some new dining room chairs. How do you feel about them?
And many of my friends, and I love them, they're pigs. And they still act like they're like college freshmen, and I can't trust them. So shit's going to get broken. And they're going to like piss all over the seat. Like it's just never going to happen. But the point is when did this become acceptable? And what, there's this almost, again, it's like a Pavlovian response. Just moved. When's the housewarming party? Never. I would never ask that to someone that I know. Ever. When's the housewarming party? When are we coming over? I'll send you pictures.
What if it's just an apartment or townhouse? It's not like a house, is it?
No, it's like a townhouse. It's 3 floors. It's nice. It's a condo, but it's not like a house with a giant yard. Like, are you kidding me? No way. And the last time I did do something like this with my girlfriend at the time, we had a big apartment in Somerville, and I'm in my early 30s or whatever. I was like, yeah, we'll have a housewarming party. And an hour in, I remember thinking, this is a nightmare. You're worried about shit getting broken. People are too rowdy. Stuff might get, it's just no. That anyone asks at this age, you're all nuts. And again, never. The answer's never, ever, ever.
Good job, Murray.
Thank you. I knew you would agree.
Totally agree. Any party. Why are we doing this again?
Right.
David, because I did have some thoughts on this. I want to hear their take on Nico from the Mavericks and his latest comments. Nico Harrison, the GM.
That was an all-time embarrassing, all-time embarrassing press conference.
I feel bad for him. He didn't trade him. I think that's purely ownership. I think he's the fall guy. I mean, he's bad at messaging, and he obviously said the wrong thing. I didn't realize how much.
Did you read
Luka Doncic meant to the fan base? But I'm sorry. So I didn't read the story, but. They didn't want to sign him to the contract.
No, I think I'm with you on that. I do think he was pressured into trading him by ownership, that they didn't want to spend that kind of money. And look, there's real questions about Doncic, but if you should read that article. It was an article that left me feeling like, God, I wish we did Dallas Sports Radio for a day, because it's real juicy. And that whole issue with him and Doncic and the breakdown of that team started 2 summers ago, not even last year when they made the NBA Finals, where he started to, systematically get rid of guys that weren't his yes men. And there was this trainer who had been there forever that is essentially Dirk Nowitzki's like best friend and right-hand man and helped Dirk have the career that he had. He didn't really like that GM all that much and felt like the GM thought he was too negative, so he just got rid of him, like out of the blue. And the guy was visiting his dying mother and said, hey, we need to talk. This trainer, and was like, hey, I'm visiting my dying mother. And he's like, well, just take 5 minutes, zoom in. And he zoomed in and fired him during that quick little conversation that they had while the guy's like basically going to say goodbye to his mom. So like real icy and shitty the way he went about it. He just sounds like a guy that, he sounds like, to me, maybe, I don't know, the front office of a certain hockey team around here that feels like everything that we do is right. And if you feel like what we're doing isn't the right thing, well, we disagree because we know we're right, and you can all be wrong over there. And if you're not going to be on our side, well, then we'll just get rid of you. Like the 3 coaches we fired in the last 3 years. There's a lot of similarities there. It was a real interesting article.
I just don't think he's the one that wanted to trade him. I think that's ownership call. When you get to that Supermax contract and aprons and all that shit, like that's ownership.
Yeah.
I don't think that comes from the GM. So like I think he's been asked to take the fall, and he's obviously done a horrible job with it. But that's what I think.
He did come off as a boob saying, I knew that Luka was important to the Mavs fan base. I didn't know he was that important, though. Like, oh, my God, really?
I know, that's
Dude, come on.
Silly comment. A couple people asking, have you watched Last of Us? Are you watching Last?
Yeah, you tapped out of that first season, so the new season started this week. Yeah, I am. And I'll probably go through the rest of it. I played the second game. I hate the storyline. The second game is just one big moral talking down to, which I hate. So you probably won't watch this, so whatever, I'll ruin it if people haven't seen it. But Joel, that main character, gets killed because at the end of the first season, he saves Ellie, who is immune to the disease from the fungus, and they're about to operate on her, and he kills the doctor who's going to operate on her because they want to find a cure to the disease. In the second game, he gets killed by the doctor's daughter, who appears out of nowhere. And the game like forces you to play as her and feel empathy for her and like get fucked. Because I'm of the belief, and I'm not alone here, because this has been a very big controversy when the game came out 5 years online, people arguing back and forth. That say that was Jasmine, and Jasmine's immune, and the cure can come from Jasmine. I'm saving my wife. Fuck the rest of the world. And so it tries to put you in the place of, well, you would do that. You'd want to save one rather than everyone else. Yeah, I don't know everyone else. I'm saving my wife. Like, get fucked. And I don't like the way it was.
So that's the moral. They want to keep her alive to find the antidote or find the
No,
cure.
she had to die to get the antidote.
I see.
Yeah, she was on the operating table. She was out. And Joel goes in and like kills everyone. It's one big hilarious, like fantastic killing spree. It's real fun to play because you get involved with the character and you want to save Ellie. And then the second game, out of nowhere, like you're supposed to feel bad. Oh, I hate it. I hate that second game, and I hate the second storyline. And my wife's somewhat interested in it. I was like, fine, we'll watch this. I'll watch it under protest. But I hate it. I hate the story, and I hope that everyone else hates it too. It stinks.
I'm a little confused, but that's the moral dilemma. You can save humanity or save your wife.
Yeah.
And watch humanity die.
Yeah. I'm good. Like, I want my people are more important than everyone else. I don't think that's that controversial to take.
A couple people asking, how do I feel that I was drafted last in Toucher and Hardy's draft? I think it was for, I thought I caught a little bit of it, of who would beat everybody up. Or who would...
It was like who would win in a
Felger's
fight?
reaction to being drafted last in the first round of the morning show Sports Hub Battle Royale draft.
I didn't know
Like,
this.
if there was a Battle Royale, who do you have?
Zoe would go number one, I would think.
I think Beetle went number one.
No kidding.
Which was a great pick. Great pick. I wouldn't fuck with Beetle.
No, Beetle's got like piss. I've seen Beetle go like 0 to 100 pretty quickly.
There's size there.
And there's a size advantage.
Is it? So I didn't hear the whole thing. Is it literally like all of us in a ring and the last one standing?
Is that how?
So in that case, like definitely Beetle, because I think Beetle would just stand in the middle of the ring and pound people. I
good
think
reach, good leverage.
Yeah, I think his stamina might not be tip top. Okay, so are they one-on-one battles, or is it just like a big pig pile and one guy's going to remain standing?
Yeah.
If it's that big clusterfuck, I definitely got Beetle.
Yeah, if it's
one-on-one like matches, then there's fitness involved.
Battle Royale style, like so.
I don't have Zoe in that either.
Maybe Joe Murray then too.
Oh, Joe Murray, yeah.
Center of gravity.
Oh, yeah.
Like right. Yeah, like one man gang.
So I was the last pick in the entire draft. I think that's fair.
Mr. Irrelevant.
I'd pick me last too. I was Mr. Irrelevant. Absolutely. Thanks, Jim. I didn't play the second game, so you just spoiled it.
It's been out 5 years. Tough shit. If things have been out even for like 6 months and you haven't caught up yet, like that's on you, buddy. I'm not going to feel bad about that.
The thing about so like video games are now like that. They're like that.
Oh, yeah.
Involve storylines.
Yeah, and I will say, so having watched these first 2 episodes of the show, the game does the story better so far through these first couple of episodes. I thought the show is like kind of rushed and a little corny. And if you play the game, once this like pivotal moment happens, kind of early on, where this Abby character, who's the daughter of the doctor that was about to operate on Ellie and kill her, it's kind of a slow burn as you learn that she is who she is. It's all thrown right in your face in this second episode. Like, hi, Joel, here's why I hate you, and here's why I'm going to kill you, because you killed my dad, the doctor. How do you think about that? It's all kind of, it's for idiots, really.
Why did Joel kill the doctor?
Because the doctor was going to operate on Ellie to kill Ellie to see if he could find the cure because she was immune to the fungus.
So this guy just goes backward and forward in time or something?
No. It's not. There's no time traveling. It's 5 years after the fact. The end of the first game in that first season, which you quit on, they're called the Fireflies. They're like Antifa. Think of them like that. They're like a leftist group, right? And so they knock out Joel and they knock out Ellie. They find him at the end, and Joel wakes up and is like, "Where's fucking Ellie?" Who he's like now looked at as like a surrogate daughter. And they're like, "Well, fuck you. We're gonna operate on her because she's immune, and we got to find the cure to like save humanity." Even though the doctor's like a veterinarian. And it's like clueless. Like, do you even know? So you're going to kill this guy's surrogate daughter after he's going to lose 2 daughters now? Fuck that. So he like loses his mind. And Tatum out. Tatum's out. Jay Stu in with breaking Sports Hub news. 98.5 is Sports Hub. Breaking news. Tatum out.
I thought so. I got to tell you, I thought
Tatum
so.
out.
I thought so.
Well, now I feel good about saying it because I was with Maz. Maybe this was a whole ruse. So now I feel like he's out the next game, too, because I heard from a brown checkmark who's given me good shit before, who sent me a screen cap of a text conversation. I showed you this. I told you this yesterday.
Here we go. Here comes some real shit.
Yeah.
Go.
Text. He showed me a screen cap of a text conversation with someone inside who said Tatum's out the next 2 games. Here's one of 2. Already out. Breaking news. He's going to be out the next game, too. Suck on that.
With the wrist or anything else?
Jay Stu seems to think the ankle's a problem, too. Wrist, ankle, out. Celtics, back-to-back championship.
I don't think so.
No, please. Yeah, same.
They're
going
to
the
be fine.
finals.
Yes, I
fine.
absolutely think they're still going to the
Ooh,
finals.
they might go 5 with Orlando now, please. Everyone else stinks. Have you watched some of these other playoff games? Except, well, OKC's really nasty. But they're playing that Grizzlies team, which is trash.
You don't think the Warriors would give them something in the finals?
I might be wrong about the Warriors. They're a little
Warriors
they
in
looked
the
real good in
finals.
that first game. Yeah, so maybe Warriors OKC.
Warriors in the finals. I can see the Warriors losing before that. I mean, I can see like I don't know if I'd pick the Warriors over you. If you got Steph Curry that close,
yeah,
I would respect
it'd be
that.
entertaining.
You know what I mean?
You know, it wouldn't be a pushover like pretty much every single game last year.
When are we doing summer shows in Nantucket? I don't know, Keith.
I'd be into that again. That was fun last year.
Why not?
Oh,
Definitely happening, says Kelly.
Breaking news.
Oh, we have more breaking news.
98.5 is Sports Hub. Breaking news. Kelly Anderson, marketing manager, tells us definitely a Nantucket show at some point
And
this
is it
summer.
Heineken Light or another sponsor? Heineken Light?
Same bar?
Heineken Star, or what is that special Heineken beer?
Oh, amazing.
Well, we may have to find a different venue. My dearly Fairgrounds is on the market. Sold.
Oh, no.
It's
Oh,
sold,
boo.
and it may be bulldozed.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
It may be done by the time we go down
Oh, boo. Oh,
there. But we'll
that's
find
sad.
another one. I know, that's so sad, right?
Oh, well, I hope those people cleaned up. They're super nice.
Yes, and they deserve
Okay,
it, which
yeah.
is why we don't feel bad. They held out for a long time to try and find someone to take it over as a restaurant and
Yeah.
keep it going. And it makes financially so much more sense to chop it up as condos
Sure.
or townhouses. And so
Mixed use or whatever.
and they deserve to fucking bank because
Yeah.
they've been at it for a long time.
Oh, good for
They've
them.
been great for the island, so good for them. No one begrudges them. But we might lose the Fairgrounds.
Well, and hopefully the summer of Maz won't get in the way this time, too, and he'll be able to come as well because he didn't come the last time. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we'll find a different spot. We'll find a different spot for it. Let's see.
Well, while you're looking for another one, a dummy over here really learned a lesson the other day. So you would have thought I would have learned this lesson a few summers ago when I did an endorsement deal with the great people at Doyon's Appliance. And the sales guy at the time who was here was like, all you got to do is like do some spots and they'll give you a grill. I was like, great. Like, I want that grill. Like, here's the one I want. Like, 3 gas burner, side thing's the balls. This sales guy who's now gone shows up to my then apartment with a big box. And I was like, well, where's the grill? And he said, well, what do you think's in the box? To which then I was like, well, this is going to end up a giant nightmare. And boy, was it. 2 days screaming in the backyard, every expletive, 8,000 screws, 1 tiny Allen wrench. Looked like I got attacked by a wolverine by the time I was done. The hands all cut
that
up.
stuff can go fuck itself.
Oh, Mike,
can't stand
I just
it.
was
I
like,
can't
what have
stand
I
it.
done? And when I was finally done, things are, I'm like throwing, 19 screws away. My wife's like, aren't those extra parts? Like, no, that's fine. We're good. But you would have thought I would have learned my lesson then from 3 years ago. Hire someone on TaskRabbit or something like that. Because then the other day she got in her head like, well, we should have like a backyard thing, like with tables and chairs. Like, sure.
How's your backyard?
Decent enough size. It's nice. Where we can put a table and chairs.
Yeah.
We go to Lowe's and find the thing. And I forgot there. She was like, delivery, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, just swipe the card. And I forgot to pay for the installation part of it, like make it. So it shows up, 2 giant boxes. What do you think? I open them up, 8,000 screws, million pieces of cardboard, 1 tiny Allen wrench. And I was like, well, it's a nice day. I'll stay out here on Saturday after I got out of the show with Casper. And it gets same thing.
Motherfucker. No, don't do it.
Hands all cut up.
Don't even start to do it.
Yeah, just pay someone.
Just pay someone, especially a man of your means.
It's just...
What do you watch when you go home? Do you watch NHL? Do you watch other NBA games?
It's been... So last night, I made it to because I'm a night owl. I was going to watch all of the Vegas game last night, but I tapped out of the first period because Minnesota was already up 3-0. Vegas looked like they had their head up their ass. I'm like, I'm good. But at this time of year, if I'll watch the Celtics because obviously I want to and I do for the job, but I have a hard time with out-of-market NBA playoff games, especially with something like tonight, like Miami and Cleveland. Like I'm watching that, like please. I'm more into the NHL playoffs than I am. I'm like pumped for this game too between the Capitals. And
me too.
The
So that's what I watch.
Yeah.
I watch the Canadians. I do to root against them. So it's like that double. It's like how I watch the Yankees in baseball to root against them. And then when they lose and get bounced out of the playoffs, I'm like, oh, now what am I going to do?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a perverse thing.
But Edmonton, LA, that first game was like a video game with 1 million goals, so I'll watch that. I want to see if Maz's sucky Stu Skinner's going to be in. So yeah, I like that they space it out too. If you get 3 good games in a row, you can stay up till 1 in the morning watching that shit. So.
Do you do anything? Are you doing anything for draft night? Any work? Do you have to work at all?
No. So actually, tomorrow's my Friday. I forgot when we booked this that it was the draft. So I'm out Friday through.
What are
Monday.
you doing?
We're going to New York. She wants a little bit of a getaway. We're seeing Ricky Gervais, the comedian.
Of course.
At Radio City.
Oh, cool.
Massages and fanciness, nice hotel, that kind of stuff. She wants to do some shopping. So, yeah, springtime in New York for like 4 days.
Radio City.
Yeah. You've been there? I love that venue. It's awesome.
I don't think I've ever been there.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, what else have you seen there?
I saw Weird Al Yankovic there. I saw Tony Bennett there. And that was it. Those are the only other 2 things I've seen. But it's a beautiful, beautiful venue. So pumped for that. Weather looks to be nice. I haven't been to New York in a little while with her. I went back in October, but so yeah. I'll come back and dump on the draft when I'm back on Tuesday. So I'm sure they'll fuck it up somehow. Especially if Abdul Carter drops and they pass on him because what? He like shook a tow truck driver? I don't care about that. I would have taken
I don't think they do either. It's not that.
Well, what do you know?
I just heard he might be off their board. I heard that a while ago that they don't like him. And there's something like football character-wise, not like
laziness,
maybe coachability or
ignoring the film during film stuff, that kind of thing.
To answer your question, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know why they were down on him, but I don't think they're the only team. I think there's teams that are down on him because doesn't
love football.
There's something like that. Bad guy, but like bad guy in the building football-wise.
Okay,
not like. Wife beater or tow truck abuser. And if he is, maybe he is too.
Wipes his ass with kittens.
I'm just saying, I think I got that sense.
Okay.
So, but
God, he's been talked about like with so much talent. Just get talent.
We'll see. We'll see.
Instead,
but,
it's going to be Will Campbell.
And again, I could be wrong. They could be saying that now. No, we're not interested, thinking they'll never get him.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to be there for us anyway, but he's not our kind of guy. Well, now you're sitting there at 4, and all of a sudden, bang, you're on the clock for 10 minutes, and there's fucking Abdul Carter. They never thought he would be there. Now what?
Yeah.
All right, we don't love him. He's got some issues, but damn, so like they can change their mind and take him, or like but
I'm just hoping for fireworks for them, for the league, because this thing feels chalky and boring. so far, at least, reading the tea leaves and all the reporting over the last 24, 48 hours or so.
Any thoughts on the Karen Reed trial? You watch any of that?
I'll repeat what I said one of the last times we talked about this. After watching that documentary on HBO, my advice to her would be, if I was one of her lawyers, don't talk. Never, ever talk. You couldn't come off worse.
Can you just try and again explain to me why? How?
You couldn't come off as a colder human being. Like, there's no empathy emanating from her. If this was your long-term boyfriend, even if you were mad at him when he died, if you hit him or not, show some emotion. Just cold. Ugh. And just, and I can sniff out a bad drunk, and I can tell there's a lot not to like there. And I just, I think I said even before I was into the story, because I was tired of people talking about I would jail everyone involved. I feel that everyone involved, put them all away. I'm tired of hearing about it. How has it gotten that big? I don't understand it.
It is kind of crazy because
there's potentially police corruption. People think she's hot.
Yes, people think she's hot.
It's right. I'm with Kelly. She just went and when you hear her speak, oh man. Whew. Wow, those poor lawyers. Lawyer Jim. Here's what I would do. Oh, you're paying me all this money? I would walk around with a roll of electrical tape that I picked up at Lowe's. And anytime, well, I don't know what I was really doing that. No, stop talking.
Jim, were you staying in New York?
The Greenwich Hotel.
I think I know it. Yes.
Yeah. Looks super bougie. So,
yeah, bougie.
Yeah. Our thing now is bougie hotels and massages, to which a lot of my friends are like, what else are you guys doing? You like reading and napping? I'm like, yeah, like that's, bougie hotels. And you really want strangers touching you? Like, I love a massage. If I would get a massage every day. Are you kidding?
Jim, go to Hawksmoor for steaks, East 22nd.
She's got us
down there. She's got the whole itinerary.
Yeah, there's some place where she wants her cacio e pepe that we got to go to in Brooklyn. Which, like, can't we just?
Do you like New York?
I love it. I used to think wouldn't want to live there though.
So to me, it's one I don't have many regrets. Like, I'm not a bucket list guy. I don't have FOMO. I'm not. But there is one thing. There's a couple things, but I do wish I had lived and worked in New York for just a time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now, when I was younger,
I felt that way too.
I just think it's so unique and so vibrant and
lively. There's a feel there.
Yeah.
There's absolutely a feel there.
Could there have been a 2 to 3 year period in my life where I could have lived and worked in New York? I would have liked that.
Yeah, same with so prior to this job, when I did that job in Connecticut, I purposely lived on like one of the last stops in walking distance of the Metro North, so I could train in basically any time that I wanted. So there was weekend, like Saturdays, I would go in pretty much all the time. So it's not like I lived there, but I took advantage of it as much as I could. And that was that stretch where I'm like, God, I wish I could live in New York.
What blows me away is, you spend a little bit of time in New York, and then you come back here, and when you land in Logan and drive through Boston, you quite literally feel like you're in a quaint little Vermont town.
Oh, totally.
It is the scale of it and the quaintness of it and how cute it is. It's like, and even it's a major metropolitan, it's a top 8, 6, whatever, biggest city in the country. You come here and you're like, oh, this is a cute little New Hampshire village.
Yeah.
It's so cute here. You people are so adorable. It's like, there's just nothing like the scale of New York.
Yeah.
It's
just even, it starts with the airports, just traveling to get in there, whether you're driving the train, all of it. It's just, and that's not for everyone. I get it. It's a mass humanity pretty much everywhere you go, but the buzz there is unlike any major city, I think, in America. Chicago and LA don't even come close.
JM says, Felger, you wouldn't have lasted 3 months in New York. Your shtick wouldn't translate there, and you would have been canceled within a couple of months. Canceled for low ratings or canceled for inappropriate commentary? Canceled for low ratings, you're saying? I don't know.
No.
I think we'd be okay in New York.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, not like now as outsiders or whatever, but if I had made my bones in New York as a writer and a beat guy and came up, I think
the mentality to me is
all right.
Very similar in terms of people, real people being critical about the teams. I don't think they want it to be pom-pomville.
I hate to break it to you. I think I'd be okay there. I don't know if I'd make it in Orlando. Or L.A.
Atlanta.
Or Atlanta.
Yeah.
But a place where people really give a shit, yeah, I think I would have. I think it would have been okay. I would have had to probably watch a little more basketball, which I could do if I have to.
Just to pay attention to St. John's a little bit.
When's the last time you were in New York? How's the city?
I was there in October
How's the
by
city?
myself. Fine.
Yeah, like people are dirty, filthy, homeless.
So
I don't think.
yeah,
And it's
Yeah.
fine.
yeah,
Yeah, people, the horror stories, like, and it gets political too, like all the Republicans and Fox, San Francisco and New York, and then you go and it's like, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It's actually just fine.
And whether it, even outside of this hell political climate, like if you want to be in Times Square, that's on you. Like Times Square is always a hellhole, and element of maybe a little bit of too many homeless or people yelling at you. Like, stay out of Times Square. Go to other neighborhoods. They're way better. Like, go to the West Village. Go stay in Brooklyn. There's a million things to do and a million other really cool places to go to. So I've always had a great time there. I like it.
And
Except for once, actually. I've had one bad time in New York.
what happened?
It was, so I actually had a panic attack because it was a perfect storm of way too many people. It was Halloween. So it was when the Mets were in the World Series against Kansas City in 2015. So it was a Saturday night. It was Halloween, and they do a big Halloween party, and the Mets were in the World Series, and it was absolute chaos. Everywhere you went, it was like this. Not the usual busyness of New York, like real, I can't move no matter where you go, suffocating. And it was not great. That was the only one time subways were packed. It was too much, too much. Granted, there may have been too many PEDs that contributed to my whole madness, but that was it. I would not recommend that. Like that Halloween, they do such a big thing on Halloween in certain boroughs that there's too many people, way too many people.
Yeah, Carl says if Mike and Mad Dog made it in New York, Felger and Maz absolutely could. I don't say that we're Mike and the Mad Dog, but I think we're in the neighborhood.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think we are. So this is what I'm talking about. Stop it. New York City's gone to shit under leftist leadership. And people just turn into like a political thing. Like,
can't help it, no matter what it is.
It's like, it's still, there's no other place like it. What do you miss about your old house, both Felger and Jim? What do you miss about your old house?
I mean, any of my apartments, nothing. Where I grew up, so I'll tell you, like, there, at least when I lived in Melrose prior to moving, like, I would occasionally drive by the old house, be like, 81 Sewellwoods Road in Melrose. It was amazing. Great place to grow up in. Big old Victorian. My dad put a lot of work into it. My mother made it feel like a home. So it was a beautiful house, beautiful big backyard. We had Sewell Woods across from us, so I could go play in the woods, play Army and all that bullshit. Paintball when I got into paintball. It was great. It was a great place to grow up.
So I don't miss the house in Wellesley. It was a beautiful house, but I can't tell you that I miss a thing about it. Our apartment in the Seaport. I don't, there's obviously more space. I don't miss it. There's a little yard. I don't miss it. We built a little hot tub back there. I don't miss it. Could let the dogs out to run around. I don't miss it. I don't miss fucking paying the landscaper. I don't miss thinking
for plowing.
Thinking about fucking frost eaves on the roof and cleaning my gutters out. I don't fucking miss paying a plow guy when it doesn't snow. I don't miss a single thing. I miss the time of our life where we raised our two kids and the elementary school was around the corner and I'd walk my daughter to school. Like what a wonderful, lovely time. I'm nostalgic for that. I miss that. But the house itself, it's just a house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a thing. So I don't miss I don't miss things.
So it's funny what I just rattled off. I like nostalgic about the memories. Like in any of the places I've lived. I had a cool apartment in Connecticut, but would I want that over where I'm in now? Hell no. And now, like, with the HOA, like, came out the other day, like, look at this, new mulch, and everything's clean, and new plants, and I didn't have to do anything.
It's amazing.
Oh, it was great.
It's fucking incredible. I live in a place where I call for my car, and it's down there at the street.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Good to see you again. It's like died and gone to heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't miss anything about it. What can I tell you? If I wish I could think of one thing
Did you like Wellesley overall? Or
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Again, to raise a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. To raise kids. Yes, you bet. If I wasn't married, I'm sorry. If I didn't have kids, I don't know.
A little sleepy.
If I didn't have kids and I wanted to live in the suburbs, sure. But if I didn't have kids, I don't know why I'd want to live in the suburbs.
Yeah.
But No, for kids, it's great. Wonderful. Yeah, and it's not as snooty as people think. I mean, there's definitely snooty parts and pockets of snootiness for sure.
Well, you got that Wasix cheese shop over there. You ever go in there?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
on
man.
Central Street. Yeah, the cheese guy. What's my guy's name? I forget his name. Super nice guy.
I forget what it is. I just know it's Wasix. And they have this like apricot chutney thing you can get with the cheese. Oh, that place. Wasix cheese shop. There's a plug for you. That place is heaven.
Right on Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's great. There's a little toy store right next to him. Yeah, it's a cute little town. And again, it's not as snooty as people think. There's a huge amount of kids go through the public school system there, which again is a good public school system. It's not through the roof. No, it's a great town. What can I tell you? But I like city living. What can I tell you?
it's starting to pick up down there with the weather getting a little better.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just the smell of it. It's tremendous. Can't say enough good things about it. All right, one more, then get the fuck out of here. Have you gone to sporting events outside of North America?
No.
I'm dying to go to an EPL match.
Yeah, I would love to go.
Again, not a bucket list guy, but I do want to see a proper British derby, a proper British soccer match. Again, derby's like a intertown rivalry,
Yeah.
something like that. I would love to go see something like that.
Yeah, I've had friends that are like Arsenal fans that have gone to some of their bigger matches that say nothing compares. And they've been to Super Bowls and big playoff games and things like that. And they say nothing compares to like a big EPL
Ever
match.
been to anything else?
No, I'd love to go to something like that. I don't know. I would like. What other European sports would I give a shit about? Well, you know what? I'd like to see an F1 race at like somewhere.
Boring.
Yeah,
Auto racing, boring as fuck.
No. So I've been forced to do stupid NASCAR, which is hell. But F1 with more. Oh, I find
You're
it.
still standing in one place. It's just zoom,
Yeah.
zoom, and it's loud as fuck. And they're gone in half a second. Like, what am I watching? No, and I say the same thing about golf. You want to go to the Masters? No,
I'm with you on this.
I really don't want to
So-
go to the Masters. I was lucky. I covered the 99 Ryder Cup where I got inside the ropes.
Yeah.
So I was able to follow the groups. I was there for the 2-ball stuff, like Montgomery and someone versus the Americans, and I was inside the ropes and followed them, walked with them all 18 holes. All right, that was cool. Standing next to the caddy on the green, that I'll take. But the other golf experience of just sitting in one spot
It's not great.
and watching these one group after the next hit the exact same fucking shot. What's the point of that?
Yeah, I don't love it. In fact, I mentioned it here on a couple of years ago doing one of these off-air shows. I had the opportunity to go to the Masters through Schneekloth, our head of sales. He's like, you'll have to fly down, whatever, and he was like, you'll do it, right? I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't.
You had a chance to go to the Masters?
Yeah,
And you didn't do it.
don't
Good
care.
for you. Fuck it.
because I don't love. I love golf, but having done the stuff down Norton, the thing in Brookline when they had the U.S. Open a couple of summers ago, after like an hour, I'm like, I'm good.
I get it.
Like,
I get it.
yeah.
Like, totally. I have no interest.
Yeah. Like if you're inside the ropes, that's one thing, but just to
So inside the ropes was worth it. That was it. But the other thing, I've gone in and just sat in the bleachers at one green watching the guys hit the same exact approach shot.
yeah.
I'm like, all right, how many times am I going to watch the same fucking shot? And they're so good, they all hit it in the same place.
Yeah.
All missing the same, whatever.
Even Julie and JD Kelly had like a grounds pass for me, like a VIP pass for waste management. When we were in the Super Bowl in Phoenix, got to the end of the week, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 degrees.
Yeah, I'm good.
Supposed to drink all day. I'm like, I'm not doing this.
The thing is, I don't have to like the sport. Auto racing, I won't do. But like, I do enjoy. Like, I've been somewhere where there were cricket matches on TV, and I sat down with the locals and was watching. Got into the cricket. Like, I'm just sort of into the vibe of a big sporting event, and
Yeah.
everyone sort of invested in the sporting event. It doesn't have to be a sport that I like,
You been to Highlight?
but it can't be fucking auto racing.
Because
yes.
I'd like to see that in person.
Oh God, I used to bet highlight. We used to go to the highlight fontans down in Florida all the
Yeah.
time and bet them. Where? Oh, in Newport. Yeah,
that's
Newport
right,
used to have
that's right.
highlight.
They had
Yes.
it down there too.
Yes. I just think it's so rigged. It's so
Oh, right,
fake. I
yeah.
mean, these guys, you'll know, like the guys are jumping up on the walls, like fring or fring, and then one guy will go, oh. You were like, fuck you. There's no way. You fucking tanking piece of shit. You swear at the guys.
Yeah.
Like, that's fun. You can really lay into them. Because it's odd when they tank a point. Like, these guys are so fucking fancy with their things, and they're up on the wall, and then one guy goes, doink. Like, you cheater. But anyway. All right, that's enough.
That's it.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. The Off Air Show returns next Wednesday, I assume.
Yes.
I'll be here.
See you
Okay.
then.
Bye.
Bye.